Good morning, Foxes. Today we're going to do an updated Guardians of the Rift guide. This minigame was introduced as a new way to get runecrafting XP, and many people think it is a better method, myself included. We're going to dive in and give a more in-depth guide, so let's get started. To access this minigame, you need to complete the Temple of the Eye quest. Then a portal will appear in the basement of the Wizard's Tower, as well as having its own teleport in the minigame teleport menu. The goal here is to charge the Guardian in the middle up enough so he can close the rift. You'll perform various activities to accomplish this. You will earn catalytic and elemental points at the end based off of the choices you make in the game. You need at least one of each to loot the reward Guardian at the end. Now, you may be wondering why you'd even want to attempt this minigame, as it can seem quite complicated even though it's really not. Not only does it provide excellent runecrafting XP, easier than the older methods, but this can earn enough pearls to buy a runecrafting outfit, which gives a runecrafting XP buff and allows you to use the hat as a tiara, which is helpful in accessing altars without needing to hold the talisman in your inventory. Along with the pearls you can earn, it also drops its own pet called the Abyssal Protector that looks pretty dope, as well as the Abyssal Needle, which will combine all your essence pouches into one, saving you multiple inventory slots and clicks as well. The Abyssal Lantern is also a pretty good drop, as depending on your firemaking level, can contain various benefits like 5% chance to double points, or your essence pouches will never degrade, which is also mega useful. During the minigame, you can use a cell in 4 different ways: building a barrier, recharging a barrier, strengthening a barrier, or to create a guardian. You will get equal energy from both, or all methods except making a guardian, where if you craft the west one, you'll earn only catalytic, and if crafting the east guardian, you will only receive elemental energy. Note that you will get more energy from crafting guardians, but will only be one type. 2 portals will open, one catalytic, the other elemental. The type of energy you earn will correspond to the essence you make, so if it's fire, earth, water, and air, it's elemental, and if it's not those, it's catalytic. There is a small chance that you can receive a portal talisman, which will allow you to open that portal up again even if it's not lit. You can right-click the pillars and toggle this off for the ones you'd rather not have. I chose to go the upper half of the circle I toggled off and the bottom half I left on, because if I get a portal talisman from the lower half ones, when I come out of a portal, I'm going to be closer to where you spawn into the minigame to begin with, so it's going to be a shorter distance run and save me time. So each game will be a little different for each person, but I recommend balancing the energy so you can earn equal points at the end and loot the reward guardian. Or you can go for one type per game and loot the reward guardian after so many games. This method is slightly harder, as some of the portals won't let you go into them without the appropriate runecrafting level and requirements completed. Like death runes, you can't go into the death portal without 65 runecrafting and Morning's End Part 2 completed, so keep that in mind as you decide how you want to play. Make sure to install the Guardians of the Rift Helper plugin in Runelite. It is definitely worth it. You want to wear your Varrock armor and charge celestial rings if you have them, as they do allow for the double mining effects during the minigame. Bring with you any essence pouches you do have, and don't worry if you don't have them all, you can loot them easily from the reward guardian after you've done a few plays. If you want a little bit of mining XP, you can wear your prospector's gear, except for the chest piece of course, or you can wear your graceful. Equip the highest tier pick you have. I like the dragon pick or the spec. Hop to a populated world. You can peek to see how far they are, but once the barrier turns from red to yellow, you can pass through. Unfortunately, if there are too many people waiting, only a select few who are tick perfect on spamming the barrier will enter, and you'll have to wait and try again, as it has a 200 player maximum. Or you can hop to a less populated world. I moved the minigame UI to the middle of my screen to make it easier to see when the yellow portals open. Upon entering, click the table on the right here and pick up 10 uncharged cells. Remember to bring a chisel with you if you plan to make a guardian. I've noticed in full worlds that they're at max most of the time, plus I don't want just one type of energy, so I don't waste an inventory slot on bringing one. Then run to the right and climb down. You need 56 agility for this. Wait for the timer to get close to starting, then hit your spec. Then you're going to mine until 26 seconds are left or so before the portals open. As you play, you will figure out when exactly is the perfect time for you to be leaving, but 26 seconds is a good general rule. Run back up and go to the workbench. Turn fragments into essence. Do not fill your pouches on this first run. We want the extra time to assure we don't miss the first yellow portal, which are priority. These yellow portals is how you get efficient points. Once you're full, then run to whichever portal you want. There's more catalytic portals than elemental, so I try to pick elemental when I can as long as it evens out. Keep in mind your rune crafting level, which will determine which portals you can actually enter. Don't worry about the runes you craft, just try to even out the energy you earn. Meaning, if you went into an elemental portal last lap, go into a catalytic one now. Once inside a portal, it teleports you to the rune crafting altar. Click the altar. This will give you runes, a charged cell, and a catalytic or elemental guardian stone. Once out, if the yellow portal is up, which you can see by the swirly yellow dot on the UI and or the portal timer, then head directly into the yellow portal. Note that you could have to jump into the yellow portal immediately, or there could be some time between having to deposit to the guardian, deposit into the barrier, and deposit your runes. There's a chance you could get 1, 2, or 3 of those items deposited before you have to jump into the yellow portal. It's better to waste 3 inventory spots than to miss the portal completely. Start mining immediately, your inventory will fill up fast. Remember your essence pouches. Once you leave a yellow spawn, you'll have a full inventory of essence again, and you can go ahead and run into a corresponding portal. This would be a good time to check and see what kind of points you have, and plan accordingly. Thusly, if you had more catalytic points, you would want to choose an elemental portal, and vice versa. And then it'd be just like before. Once you went through, click the altar, and got your 3 items, you'd leave, and then deposit like normal to the guardian, to the barrier, and then to the deposit pool. Once you've done your first deposit of runes and yellow portal spawn, you'll go back to the workbench and turn more fragments into essence. And this time you'll fill your essence pouches and repeat the process. You'll keep running laps like this until the guardian's at 100% and the minigame ends. You can then choose to stay inside, grab another 10 uncharged cells and head back to the mining area, or you can leave and collect your rewards. If you'd like to run combination runes for better XP, it's actually quite simple. For example, if you wanted to create lava runes, you'd bring earth runes and fire runes in your inventory and wear a binding necklace. Bringing a rune pouch can help as you will need runes for magic imbue. If you have the divine rune pouch, you can carry all 4. If not, you'd have to lose another inventory space for the last set of runes. If you fill your pouches with astral runes, air runes, cosmic runes, and water runes, then you'll be able to cast magic imbue and NPC contact to fix your essence pouches without leaving. Though keep in mind, if you are using a binding necklace, you'll have to leave about every 2 games or so anyway to get a new one. You'll run Guardians of the Rift like normal until a fire or earth portal opened, then you would go in. Once inside, click the opposing rune for the altar. So if you're in fire, use the earth runes on the altar, and if you're in the earth portal, use the fire runes on the altar. Note that this method is only better XP if you're wearing the full outfit and have 82 magic. Since craft combination runes before that, you'll need to waste inventory slots bringing in talismans. You could also purchase the hat when you have enough points and imbue it as a talisman, which would allow you to make them before making 82 magic and saving some inventory space. Honestly though, it's not worth considering before you have the outfit and can cast magic imbue. Here are some tips and tricks. Getting in can be tricky, especially if you're on the most populated world and there's already 200 people playing the game. So what you want to do is start spamming the barrier at the top with your camera angled up a little bit. Then start as soon as it goes yellow. As soon as you see everyone start to walk in, stop clicking. This works for me every time. I don't like to turn the camera because it's easier to remember when I leave the portals that the guardian will be directly ahead of me, so I'll use the minimap to run to areas I can't see to save time. Like I said, I don't like rotating the camera, but sometimes I will, especially for the fire altar. As soon as I click the altar, I'll click the compass at the top of the minimap to center my screen again. If you have a low runecrafting level, which is anything under 75, you will run out of runes because you can't effectively use all of the essence pouches. You will end up having more time than necessary between yellow portal spawns, which will cause you to use more of your own essence fragments and leave you running out by the end of the game. There are nodes to the left or west of the workbench and deposit pool you can mine. I don't like playing the game too zoomed out, as I like seeing my character in full detail, but it is much easier to click everything if you are zoomed out because everything's so spread. Be aware that one of the yellow portals spawn near the entrance. It is very easy to misclick and realize too late, which will have you exiting the minigame and have you waiting a few minutes for it to end and start over. If the game is over and the meter is at 100%, wait for the barrier to turn yellow before going through, or you won't get the XP or points. Many people have done it. Hell, I've done it. Alright guys, that's all I have. I hope you've enjoyed the guide. I hope I've helped you out a little bit, and I hope you go run some Guardians of the Rift and have a good time playing this game we all love. Alright Foxes, till next time. If you like my videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, every like and comment helps me reach more people. If you'd like to contribute to me and my channel, consider becoming a channel member, where you'll receive cool perks and help me to continue to make cool content. If you haven't been to my store yet, consider visiting. It has hoodies, shirts, stickers, and more. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Foxes.